For martial arts, I started Kendo back in high school, and for Aikido, I started in fall of 2013. So it was like something I was willing to try because like I was interested in martial arts in general and like the Japanese culture. Focus is more on blending with the person attacking you and using their momentum against them. And it's not really, it doesn't focus on using your own strength. So as someone who's like smaller and typically not going to be able to overpower someone twice my size and like twice my weight, it was a good way for me to like defend myself if something was to ever happen on the street. If I'm walking somewhere at night with a friend and like I want to be able to protect me and her in case something should happen, and it was just a way to like I guess feel safer really. Aikido kind of focuses more on kind of harmonizing with your energy and the other person's energy and kind of just blending in with their ki, well, as we say, their ki, which is like their life energy. And it's not really meant to be very like aggressive. It's very passive, and it's really a way of just trying to be one with like your surroundings. I've definitely become more aware of just like little things that I see walking around on campus, and like it's also kind of given me a sense of discipline because Aikido is something I really enjoy doing, and I want to have the time to go to both Aikido and focus on my schoolwork. So it kind of instills like a sense of like time management and like a feeling of, okay, this is the time to do schoolwork and this is the time when I can go to Aikido and have fun. And I feel like Aikido is just a way to like, Aikido and other martial arts in general kind of discipline your mind and make your mind and body stronger together.
It takes discipline.
During each practice class, we start off with the basic warm-ups and stretches to like prevent injury, and we'll go through like basic techniques that like everyone is like working on, and it helps both the newer folks like learn the basic technique and helps like the older, more advanced folk like review. We break out into like pairs or like a group of three if we're an odd number, and take turns practicing on each other. So we had to get student support to like to prove that we had those interests in this club and that people would be willing to join. And we presented the student senate back in like late February, and they approved our idea. So we're now a trial club, and we're working on advertising to the student body to like generate interest. We also participated in the International Bazaar this year, so it was kind of a way to like demonstrate what the club is about and kind of prove that like anyone can join and it's not limited to just like really athletic people. We put on a short demonstration with just like the officers, and we just showed like some of the basic techniques really, and kind of shown like what can you do if someone's to like say punch you on the street. We're hoping to grow as a club, be a larger club overall, and promote like healthy living. We practice Aikido and kind of learn more about the history of it and like how it's gotten to the point it has today. It's a way for us to bond with each other as well. The group consists of like students, professors, and some folks from outside of Lehigh. We have like a couple of teachers, we have a pilot, I think we have an accountant as well in there. And it's kind of interesting just to see like to hear them talk about like where they've come from and their experiences. Kind of opens up a discussion about like differences and ideas, have a more diverse community in general.
I started about 18 years ago. They had just moved to Lehigh's Taylor Gym. I actually started because one of my friend's fathers just showed me one little move, and it was so powerful that I was so impressed that I wanted to join. Once a year, we have what we call a Kiko, which is an entire weekend where you train, 4 or 5 hours a day, or 6 or 7 hours on Saturday, and you sleep over at the dojo and really train really hard for several days. I started it as a form of more self-defense than anything, but I think I stuck with it because it's been such a self-improvement for me. It's really helped me in every aspect of my life, from teaching, from dealing with stress, from dealing with confrontation. So it's really, I think it makes me a better person. And I teach because my sensei did so much for me. I kind of want to give that back to the students here. Yeah, I think I use it almost every day when I teach. I teach in an economically disadvantaged area of Bethlehem. Kids with a lot of stress in their lives, so they tend to blow up. They tend to have to get out of hand easily. Little things like that. And on a daily basis, Aikido teaches me not to confront them, but rather try and do what we call a tenka, where you try and see where they're coming from and relate to them. So I think when you get to a certain level, Aikido, as far as a fighting, is very simple. It's very easy for me to fight. First of all, it's applying it to my life, and applying it to my teaching, into my friendships, into my marriage. That is really the higher levels. Once you get past just learning the actual techniques.